Hey, welcome to another episode of The Handyman Geek. I sound like Sheldon on Big Bang Theory. Welcome to another episode of, what was it? Fun with Flags. I missed that show. Anyways, I'm in front of my blender. I'm not outside, although it's getting nicer here in Canada. I'll be outside soon. We'll do more stuff. But now, what are we doing? Let's make some homemade pasta. What's better than homemade pasta? And people think, oh, no, you can't. Well, you can. You need two things. You need flour, you need eggs. That's it. And then we'll go through the process of thinning it out and all that fun stuff and kneading. Well, that's why you got one of these things. You don't have to knead it by hand. This is my best friend right here. So let's get going. Got my trusty broken cup, no handle. We're not gonna make a lot. So we're just gonna do a bit. This is all-purpose flour. There's one. Let's do 2 cups today. Trust me, 2 cups of flour will get you a lot of pasta. Now, for the eggs, it's usually 2 to 3 eggs per cup. So let's start with 4 eggs. Okay, I put 2 cups, and then if we have to add 1 or 2, that's fine. Also, you have to add a little drop of water. That's fine. That's all I put. I know people could put olive oil or I don't know what else you want to put. All up to you. Again, I'm not saying you got to do it this way. You can do it any way you want. So basically, we're going to let that mix somewhere around there. There we go. So we're just going to blend that all together. And yeah, it's gonna knead it. So let this come together as a ball and then we'll continue. As it's spinning away, before it gets to the ball, I just like to scrape the side, put the flour in there. There we go. Not very exciting. So let it keep going and we'll take it from there. So we're getting the ball. It's getting there. Just let it knead. Give it a few minutes, 5 to 10 minutes, I would say. If it's too wet, add more flour. If you find that it's clumpy and dry, just a little drop of water at a time, like a little teaspoon at a time, just to see how it goes. So let's just give it a few more minutes and see how we're making out here. So basically, mixed it on a low speed, a few minutes. Keep in mind, mixing it with the mixer is faster than by hand. So like multiply by 5 if you're gonna mix it with the mixer, or reverse by hand, just multiply by 5. That means so. And again, I'm not a professional chef here. I'm no Giada De Laurentiis or Vincenzo's Plate or Natasha's Kitchen. I follow all of them. They're wonderful. Shout out to all 3. Hopefully we'll meet one day. So it's a little sticky, which is good. So now we're basically going to let this rest. Just going to add some flour to it. Just around. Give it that smooth consistency. There we go. Okay. We got our nice little ball of dough. And again, this little ball is going to make a lot of pasta. So basically, I'm just going to coat it with my Costco flour, and I'm just going to cover it with some saran wrap, like so, and we're going to let it rest. Let it rest for about 30 minutes, and then we will start the next process, rolling and cutting. Okay? So, can't stress enough, as you're waiting for stuff, clean up. Wash the bowls, wash the dough hook. You don't want dough or anything on there. So anyways, just while the dough is settling, got my attachment. First attachment is going to be the flat lasagna maker, okay? And it's got the numbers on the dial. We're going to start at the thickest one, which I believe is 8. Put on the biggest one. This has just a little cover plate, on off. Just remove it. Has a little screw hook on the side, and it's also got a hook to fit into the side notch. So you can't really put it in the wrong way. Once it's in and the notch is there, you just tighten it. And away you go. We're ready to go. Machine now spins the rollers. I'm not going to stick my finger in there because that would be a different video. And that's it. So let's wait for the dough to rest. Have a little vino, Bucatino di Vino, and we got 30 minutes. I'll see you in 30 minutes. Okay, so the dough has rested. I'm going to give you a really good low ball view of what we're going to do here. So I have a big bowl here, my favorite stainless steel bowl. I make pizzas in and everything. I put some flour in there because we're going to coat and dust. We got our ball well rested. Again, I am not a professional chef. Go to Giada, go to Vincent's Plate, go to Natasha. I am not a professional anything. I just make homemade stuff based on an Italian mother, my mom, who did everything. So on a very low speed, maybe 2, we got number 8, and we're going to run it through as we floured it. That's why the bowl has flour. You keep coating with flour, or it's going to stick. Coat it, drop one number, put it through again. Run it through again. And you can see it's getting bigger. Drop another number. And throw some flour on yourself too. This way, when people come later, they'll say, "Oh my God, you've been so busy cooking." Well, actually, I'm just a klutz. So, getting bigger. Drop another number. God, I wish I had my glasses. I don't know what number I'm on. Yes, I do. We're on 4. Put down the 4. Run it through. Nice sheet. And this is how you make your lasagna sheets. I've made many homemade lasagnas that are just to die for. They're amazing. And I highly recommend everybody use fresh pasta when making lasagna. You do not need to buy dry sheets that have been sitting in the grocery store for God knows how long. So once you get to number 3, which is my perfect number on this machine, there you go. You have a very nice long sheet. So considering we still have this to go through, that's why I said a little bit of flour and a little bit of eggs is going to make a lot of pasta. I'm going to show you just how much. So I'm going to keep cutting a piece off at a time, running it through, going back to number 8 and going 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, and doing the next one and the next one and the next one. So I'll show you what's the next step. You don't want to see me, I'm going to bore you just running sheets through here. Okay, back soon. So when you have a piece of dough, always get the ball started. Let me put that back. Push it in. Give it a couple of pats in the flour. Get a sort of flat but thick still. And then you let the machine do its magic. Always on a lower speed. I think I got it on 2 or 3. We're not trying to whip this through the machine. If you always dust it with flour before you go through it again, just in case it gets dry. You don't have to stick to the rollers, and then it's going to go through the whole rolling system, and then you got a big mess and stuff. And don't ever clean these rollers when it's on the machine. You do not want to get a rag stuck in there. You might as well throw it out because you're not going to unwind this thing. It only goes one way. And always keep your dough on the next, when you flip the numbers, as it gets longer, be gentle with it, hold it up straight. You don't want to just hang it over the end and let it stretch and break. Be gentle with it, treat your dough like a loved one, nice and gentle. Or treat them better than a loved one. I don't know what your situation is, but always dust and then hold it straight. Let it go through. What number am I on? Oh yeah, I'm on 3. So this is the last one. All right, so there you go. Give us another coating of flour. And we have a nice little pile of dough. So let's turn this off, switch this out, and let's make linguine. So here's my linguine attachment. You can see the rigid lines. Again, same way, it has a notch right there, little notch for the little piece. Slide it in. It only goes in one way. If it doesn't go in one way, you got it upside down. Here, there's no thickness, nothing like that. We're just going to run each sheet through. Get some more flour because we're going to coat each piece as it goes through. Again, low speed. I don't go faster than a 2. Flour it, hold it up, and away we go. Oh, got to flour my machine as I should have before. Near the end, you let go, you hold the pasta, and you just separate them as it comes down. Don't know why this one doesn't cut as well as I'd like it to. Like every second piece is kind of stuck together, but that's okay. You gotta separate them all anyways. You got to then, once you got your little batch, just flour them, and there you go. Make sure you got lots of flour. Don't worry, it'll all dissolve in the water. And there you got little pasta, and we're gonna keep going. We got few sheets to go, and then I'm gonna show you how much pasta we got. So did the last one, and sprinkle the flour, dust, spin it. Make sure everything's coated well. They don't stick, because you don't want sticky, big blob of pasta to go in the hot water. And we got a nice bowl of pasta, linguine, homemade pasta. Okay, next step. Let's boil this up and add some sauce. Okay, we got the pot of water. You could use a flat pan. You could use a big pot. You could use whatever pot you want. I don't care, and I don't want to hear about why did you use this pot. Lots of salt. Not lots, but enough. I do not put oil. Oil makes the pasta not stick to the sauce later. So just salt. That's all you need. Okay, there's the pasta. It's going to go in there. And let's see, give it a second to boil. This is a quick, pretty fast induction stove, so it shouldn't take too long. Okay, so the water boiled. I put all the pasta in there slowly. I didn't want it to spill or burn, so it's just basically all in there, slowly, a little piece at a time. Give it time to cook. Fresh pasta does not take that long to cook compared to the dry stuff, so keep an eye on it. Just gonna let it sit for a couple of minutes, not long, while I go clean this bowl. Be right back. All right, bowl's clean. You're gonna need that because I'm gonna put that in there and then mix the sauce. Any sauce you want is fine. Tomato sauce, Alfredo sauce. You can make carbonara with this, which is my favorite. I'll make a video on that one day. I'll make a video on homemade Alfredo. You never have to buy a jar of Alfredo again if you want to see it. Tomato sauce, again, you can make your own tomato sauce. Everybody has a different recipe, you know, add this, add that, that's fine. Today I'm just going to add some Victoria sauce from Costco, just to be quick. It's more about the pasta than anything right now. So you can see it. It's coming out very nice. always grab a piece and yeah, burn your fingers. I do wash my hands 16 times while I'm cooking. Just gonna take a little piece and try it. And it's almost perfect, actually. Again, fresh pasta. Do not overcook it. It'll become just a soft blob. You don't want that. Dry pasta takes, I don't know, 10, 15 minutes. This takes a few minutes. I'll show you one day gnocchi. Homemade gnocchi, those are easier because they rise, they come to the top. Okay, so without burning myself, I'm gonna pause just so I can take this out and we'll go to the next step. So we drained the pasta, looks amazing. Now we're going to add some sauce. How much sauce? Up to you. Don't let anybody say you gotta put 1 cup, 2 cups. I don't care. Mix, mix, mix. Hard to do with one hand. I really should have put it back on the stand, but that's okay. It is what it is. Need a good close-up. And the smell, oh my God, this smells so good. And my mom always said, out of some Parmesan, this is Parmesan Romano blend. What the hell is with these small holes? Look, I'm gonna be here all day. I hate these holes. So basically, yeah, take it off like a true Italian, you dump, okay? You mix. You need to have the Parmesan everywhere. Mind you, people don't like it, your guests, whatever. Well, too bad. Don't invite them over. Now, there you go. You can do the twist. I don't know. Again, I'm not a chef. I don't twist. Like, look how much pasta we made from 2 cups of flour and I think 4 eggs. That plate's almost full. And plus, it's going to be really filling. And there is tons left. You'll probably get like 4 or 5 people, maybe 4 from this. Then you could put a little bit more sauce on here. As much as you want, again. And of course, there's always more cheese. Oh, I love the ball of cheese. The ball of cheese is my favorite because then you can break it and spread it around and mix it up. But anyways, that's not a 5-star Michelin or whatever, but that's an Italian way to make pasta, okay? It may not look pretty, but it's gonna be freaking delicious. So, everybody, enjoy. Happy pasta to you. Until next time, I don't know what I'm gonna be doing, but we will see. All the best, be kind, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye.